We're doing Adam Friedland show. The Adam Friedland show. It's here. Hasan Piker, Politics Online, Fashion, Mr. Beast.
Were you worried about what the 145% tariffs were doing to small businesses here in the U.S.? Is that why you're bringing it down?
No.
Your call has been forwarded.
Should I call him again?
Yes.
But China's not doing any business. They were doing.
Adam Friedland keeps calling me. Yo, what's up? I'm live.
Salam alaikum. Hasan, how are you, Habibi?
I'm good. What's up? What's going on?
Okay, it's Friday. It's Friday, finally. It's happening.
Okay. What's happening?
Your episode is coming out.
Oh, wow. Okay, it's finally it's finally happening.
It's here, Hasan.
I'm overjoyed. Thank you.
And I just want to thank you for your friendship.
And your the solidarity that you've shown me throughout this entire crazy period of my life.
Okay.
The
answer is yes. I will hide you.
This is why you can't say I'm not a funny guy, okay? That was a funny joke. Come on, I got some jokes.
Hey guys, ladies and gentlemen, the bitch is back. It's Adam Friedland. I've come back. Listen, it's been a month. We've been gone. And, I don't know. To be honest, there have been a lot of changes in my life. And I'm feeling good again, you know? The good news is I got engaged to a woman. What else? I read the Quran, finally. I finally got around to rewatching Donnie Darko, which I found to be just as trippy as the first time that I saw it, when I was a baby. Today is the final installment of our Lost episode series. The guest is Hasan Piker. Many people have noted that he was perhaps a protege of mine. I think we finally passed the torch during this episode. I think the teacher has become the master. What is it?
The master has become the student.
The master has become the student. The hunter has become the hunted. Next month, the new season of the Adam Friedland Show will be launching. This is a massive roll of the dice on my part. Throwing my life savings behind the project right now. My partner has moved on. I just can't stand what's happening right now in this country. I can't sit back and watch democracy be assaulted over and over again. I know how to fix this. And you have to trust me, America. So next month, it begins. Get ready, folks. I guess I'll end this by saying what no one has the fucking guts to say. President Donald John Trump, you're fired.
Got him.
Fucking doing your fucking clown shit.
Yeah, no clown shit here.
No clown
Where
shit.
do you want me? Are we rehearsing the walk? Like, is there a specific type of walk?
Do you need to rehearse it? I thought you were a physically fit man. Ladies and gentlemen, a special introduction today. Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines hero as a mythological or legendary figure, often of divine descent, endowed with great strength. An illustrious warrior, a person admired for achievements and noble qualities, one who shows great courage. But to me, my hero is our next guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Turkish political commentator Hasan Piker, everyone. That's nice muscles, dude.
Thank you.
Okay, you got a great bod though.
Thank you.
Great arms, great chest. How long have you been getting muscles for?
Yeah, I used to be really super fat, and then I moved to LA, and I was living with a bunch of personal trainers.
So sick.
Frankles, thank you for the 50
no, it's because I was
gifted.
broke.
Do you attribute any modicum of your success to being a big strong guy?
Being attractive?
Yeah, if you were like a Quasimodo, would people be listening to you about like?
No. I mean, people would probably still
About-
be listening, but like not to the same degree.
They wouldn't be looking though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like this is actually kind of serious. I'm gassing myself up a little bit,
Bro,
which is weird.
get serious.
But I do think that like there's a lot of these like Andrew Tate types out there, right?
Uh-huh.
Which is really funny because he's like, I mean, he dresses super European, like super gay, like
Yeah, yeah.
unimaginably gay. He wears like those little slipper loafers and like super tight pants. There's this entire like new wing of, I guess, right-wing adjacent content creators that are all like former life insurance salesmen and shit. And they all present themselves as like super masculine alpha dogs. And I feel like the way I look kind of counters that a little bit because like, you know, you look like the archetypical, stereotypical leftist guy.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just handsome.
You coming on my damn show and fucking sunning my ass immediately?
saying-
You dress gay like Andrew Tate says.
No, I just dress gay because I'm gay.
No.
But I'm saying
You got
that,
stylists and stuff?
no.
How much Rick Owens have you bought?
This is the Doc Martens one, and these are the only.
Those are literally the collabo Rick Owens?
Yeah, they're sick though. They're super comfy and also relatively affordable. They're like $300.
Wait, so let's back up. You grew up in Turkey?
Yeah,
What's like the vibe there?
chill.
You think?
I think. Yeah.
I was in an econ class in college, freshman year, like 8 a.m. class, and there was like a crew of internationals, and they all
Relatively affordable, $300 out of touch. I hate this conversation because for a boot that you can wear forever, $300 is perfectly permissible as a price point. Stop fucking doing this bullshit. Stop doing this fucking bullshit in the chat where you're like, dude, I'm not actually signing off from my mommy's Connecticut McMansion. I'm actually literally living in a fucking pile of trash right now. How dare you say that? How dare you demonstrate bourgeois decadence? Okay? Shut the fuck up. You know exactly what I meant there. You can cry about it all day, every day. They're literally Rick Owens boots. Rick Owens boots are normally $2,000 a pop. This is a $300 boot. Aren't boots literally the example of that one fallacy thing?
wearing Hermes like belt, Gucci shoes,
Yeah.
like the kind of like the international students at college, they had blast cigs outside the library.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, they were all talking some type of language.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what the fuck kind
Get
of
him outta
language is
here.
that?
Yeah.
And it was
My language, my people's language?
what's it called?
Turkish.
Turkish. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that language.
They were all.
It's very like
Is it like that?
yeah, it's
I
very
don't-
like milk throat.
I don't know if that's Turkish, bro.
No, what is it?
I feel like Turkish is more like.
Like a snobby Arabic. Like we're a little bit European.
That definitely is the vibe. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Turks will get very mad if you ever call them Arab. Like, they're not Arab anyway, but like still, there's like Arabic background.
Yeah, everyone thinks that's some type of Arab over here.
Yeah. Turkey also rebranded under Erdogan. It's called Turkiye now. They changed it. They're like, everyone has to say the Turkish way of saying.
That's kind of
Turkey.
that I like that
Yeah.
actually.
I don't think people are doing it though.
No?
No.
People don't. I mean, that's kind of disrespect if someone's just making up a different name for your
I
country.
don't care.
Let's back up, because my audience is like pretty mature intellectual style. So many of them
I've
might.
seen the subreddit.
Many of them might not know. I don't know what you're talking about. Many of them might not know, like, streaming or games
Yeah.
or whatever crafts or whatever. So could you like just explain for our audience like what it is? Like how would you explain what it is that you do?
The way I explain it to like mainstream media people is like I'm basically like a Rush Limbaugh without crippling opiate addiction or brain cancer.
Mm-hmm. But
I do that.
I'm in New York City doing podcasts, including the one I shouldn't do. Oh my God. I filmed this almost exactly a year ago, dude. A year and some change. And it finally came out.
You're just as
Zoomers.
hateful and
Yeah. Against white people though.
So,
it's like a reverse Rush Limbaugh.
You hate white people?
No, I love white people. I'm white.
You do that because I have a Turkish friend that tries to play it like he's a
Tries to play it.
yeah. Tries to play like he's not
Yeah.
from the Euro side of Istanbul. But like you have to just know everything. Like you have to have an opinion, right?
I mean, I do.
Yeah, but like you have to have an opinion on something, right?
Not really.
No, but
there's
you're
plenty of
doing
things
it.
I don't have an opinion
You're
on.
doing it in real time, right?
Yeah.
So like you're like streaming 8 hours a day, a news article drops, and then you just drop knowledge on it, right?
Yeah.
But like that's really fast.
Yeah.
But like, what if you're wrong?
Sometimes I do get stuff wrong. Like I'll have
Like the whole Israel thing? Wait, can I try it? Can you just like, let's say, give me a breaking news,
Okay. And you want
and
to
then
give a take?
I'm gonna give an opinion.
Okay, breaking news.
Because I have an opinion on, I don't believe in anything anymore.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna try to do your thing.
Breaking news. The United Nations have come out with a new report that halves the number of child and women fatalities since October 7 in the latest siege
What are you
that
talking-
Israel conducted in Gaza.
I don't understand what any of those words mean. Can you make an easier one? Like what Kamala Harris like got shot in the head or something?
That's like easier? Okay.
That halves
Vice President-
halves the October 7th.
Okay.
What are you even going
I gave
there
you
for?
a real USA Today headline from yesterday.
Just tell me one. Just make one up. You say it just happened, and I
Okay.
gotta be on Hasan Baby stream.
Okay.
And I gotta like go like this and
Yeah,
like
you have
tell.
to be, yeah.
I have to tell the kids. Okay, so give me one.
Okay. After a visit with Chinese leader Xi Jinping, Joe Biden shit in his diapers.
After a visit with Chinese leaders.
You asked for an easy one.
Give it to me. Let's run it again.
Okay. After a visit with Chinese leader Xi Jinping, Joe Biden was reported to shit in his diapers. That's it. That's what I would have said. Actually, bro. Are you coming for my shit?
Yeah, that's. I'm just shooting from the hip. I went on your stream, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was shocked. You have 25,000 people.
I think they did a really good job of editing this because while we were in the process of doing this, in the back of my mind, I was thinking like these interviews go in two different directions. If you are a super serious person, okay, that doesn't know who Adam is and presenting yourself as like a super serious person, like a Chris Cuomo style situation, then it's hilarious because he's being unserious. Or if you're actually a comedian and very familiar with Adam, then you guys can riff off one another. I happen to be somewhere in between where I'm not a comedian, obviously, but I know Adam, and you know, I can't like present myself as a super serious person. So I was a little worried that like I was in on the joke too much, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But I think with the editing, they've done a decent job of like making this still kind of funny.
People that are just constantly watching. What you're doing has more of a similarity, and this isn't condescending, to Jake Paul than like Wolf Blitzer, right? Because you are to some extent a content creator online that interfaces with an audience, right?
When I started writing and like doing video essays and stuff on the Young Turks, like the space online for leftist political commentary was super marginal. Like it was non-existent. And there were some like old school radio talk show guys like, you know, Sam Cedar. I would say Jank was a little bit on that like left adjacent content creator side on the internet, but everything was dominated by right-wing politics. And all these fucking neck-bearded nerds were just like really annoying. They weren't cool. They were not charismatic. They were not entertaining. And they were basically...
And it was video games too. Video, like a lot of...
but I like video games too. I play video games as well. And I knew like, I knew that there was enough people that had similar opinions to myself that would appreciate a perspective that they rarely get to hear from a dude who isn't like a super Tumblr guy. Because there was definitely at this time...
What's a Tumblr guy?
Like a dude who, like people that grew up on Tumblr. Like there were a lot of people on the left.
You used to be able to beat off from Tumblr, but they got rid of it.
I never really went on Tumblr, so I can't.
They used to show stuff you could beat off to, and then
like
they got
furry,
rid of it.
I
and
think
then
furry
the website,
porn, is that what you're talking about?
Furry porn?
Furry porn, yeah. And that's what they had on Tumblr.
You have a real specific way that you come?
A real specific way? Sometimes
you need like
if I come so hard, I will literally cramp on my abs.
That's not what I'm asking.
No, what are you asking?
You need like a scenario that's like that. This is the one thing that makes me feel like God or something. Because for me, it's just kissing girl. You know, I love you. Kind of missionary. Kind of over doggy at this point.
Deep staring into the eyes.
Do you think doggy is queer?
Do I think doggy is queer? No,
Yeah, even if it's with a girl, it's a little bit like.
It's a little gay.
It's not. It's like a little bit.
I get what you're saying.
It's a little. I mean, and that's chill. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
It's a little queer.
We're pro-queer in this space.
No, I'm anti-doggy though. At this point.
Yeah.
I like.
Okay, so you're anti-queer.
For my sex, yeah.
Okay.
I like kissing. I love you. And then busts. I'm sorry. And then how was that for you? And then like and then I like kiss and then say what are we even doing? Do you say that?
No.
You've never done that?
No, I've never done that.
You gotta go with a sweetie and kiss and be like, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. You've never done that?
No.
Why? Because you're on fucking stream talking to these psychos.
That's what I'm doing. I'm too busy.
But here's the question, okay? Like, there are comedians I know that are on the road 52 weeks a year, right? And they're doing observational comedy, right? They're but at a certain point, like, if they're observing society but they're not participating in society, then like how like it doesn't, like, in my mind I'm like, that's just bizarre, right?
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
what happens with like Kevin Hart.
If you're in a chair, like if you're in a fucking, you got ergonomic, probably, do you have a racing seat kind of thing?
You were in my house. You saw my chair. You sat on one of my chairs. You don't remember?
No,
I have
bro.
a Logitech.
I don't remember.
I have a Herman Miller Logitech edition. They sent it to me.
I remember I went into your house and then you had a rag, you put it on my face, and then I woke up and then I had AOC written on my forehead.
Yeah.
No, I mean like.
That's what I do to people.
But I'm saying it's like, if you, because of the grind that you're on, it does preclude you from kind of, like, how you gonna be socialist if you ain't in society? If you're like a, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not like criticizing. I'm saying like, you know, like interfacing.
It sounds a lot like you're criticizing.
No, it sounds like you're being defensive, bro.
I'm being a little defensive.
I know, but it feels like.
I feel like I'm under attack.
I'm saying like, you know, and it's, I don't want to go touch grass. Touch grass means like you have to not get off the computer, right?
Yeah, go outside.
Touch grass.
Be one with nature.
But it's weird to touch it.
Yeah.
You walk on it.
Yeah.
What do you mean
Take shoes off.
Touch grass. Touch grass is what someone says that doesn't go outside, right?
Ironically, you mentioned that, but like, yes, if someone says touch grass, like no one who's already in the process of being outside is like touch grass.
You're observing through the internet, right? And kind of it precludes you a lot of the time, I would imagine, from like interfacing with
Real humans.
Your community, your society.
Yeah.
You know?
I that's why I try to like every moment that I'm not on stream.
Yeah.
I try to, you know, do that sort of thing. I go outside.
You touch grass?
I touch grass, yeah.
What do you do? Like after you get off stream, 8 p.m. You take the dog out,
Yeah.
and then Sunset Strip.
I go to
Oh yeah. My
Yeah.
mind has been enabled. Like, what do you do for fun? What do you spend the money on?
not really anything. That's the
So
whole
what's
point.
the point of money? Like, what do you?
But that's why I'm saying it's like you can't go and like quote unquote purchase me to change my attitude on anything, because like a while ago I actually said this on camera and like it got misconstrued and people were like yelling at me, where I said something along the lines of like, I have enough money for the essentials, which I've elevated for sure. Like it's still
for the brand
luxurious.
essentials.
Like
for that one?
No, not the brand essentials. No, like I have enough money that I can take care of my family, right? I give back a lot to charities and stuff like that, and do fundraisers, and beyond that, I'm super comfortable. It's not like my lifestyle
rich.
has. Yeah, but I'm saying like my lifestyle hasn't changed. Like I was broke and I was fucking 8 hours a day streaming, and now I'm rich and I'm 8 hours a day streaming. Like none of that changed. The only thing that changed is like I now have
got a
money to like
crib.
fly to New York if I want to, and also have the same exact setup in New York that I can carry with me and then stream in New York. That's the only difference.
You're like, you could bring your computer to New York?
Yeah,
That's your flex?
that's my. Okay,
Why don't you get a Porsche 911?
I bought a Porsche.
If I was you, I'd be bludgeoning peasants.
Yeah, I bought a Taycan. People got mad at me for that too.
You got a Taycan?
Yeah, it's the EV. It's the EV Porsche.
Oh, electric.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
pretty nice.
Democrat, dude.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that.
Okay, so let's go to the people that are in the chat that are consuming it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you've been doing Twitch since what, 2018?
Yeah.
So has the chat
Full time since 2020.
So the chat as an entity,
Yeah.
right? Has the chat changed?
It just grew. Like when I first started, I had like 30 people watching.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, all of them were beating off, right? And then it grew
day
to like
ones.
300 to 1,000, you know what I mean? And then 2020 is when I went full time.
But it also had to have changed because they're in middle school now, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the hell is this? What the fuck? God, his penis is so large. It's crazy. I don't know why there's an American Psycho bit in between this. Oh, this is the ad. That was so tasteful. I let that ride.
A lot
That
of people
was-
did grow.
That was so fucking tasteful. Oh my God. These guys are doing high art on a fucking gambling sponsorship.
Grow up alongside like my content for sure. Like there are a lot of people that have been watching since 2020, and in 2020 they were like, you know, 16, 17, 18, and now 4 years later they're in their 20s all the way to like late 20s.
Yeah.
So it is that part definitely does change as well for sure. Like my audience ages with me.
I would imagine they're alone. I mean, a lot of these guys are too, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes I do think like,
I think some people just like throw it on as background noise. Some people just have it on as a way to keep themselves informed.
you ever meet Obama?
No, but I have linked up with the Pod Save America people before. I've been on their
I thought
pod.
you were gonna say you linked up with Obama.
I have not linked up with Obama.
Yeah.
That'd be cool though.
You got probably in your phone. You got some phone numbers in there.
You got some phone numbers in there.
Nah, no one.
Bro, what do you mean?
I don't know anyone.
This show has had
Can you call?
so many fucking celebrities on it.
Can you call Jake Paul right now?
I can't. I don't have his number.
Can you call Logan Paul right now?
I don't have his number either.
Can you call Mr. Beast right now?
I do have his number.
Hit him up, bro.
I don't want to call
Come
him.
on,
That's
please.
weird. We're
it's
not.
my dream.
Mr. Beast never responded to me and has since then never responded to me. He still sends me chocolates, but he has never responded to me since I sent him a photo of Adam holding up a gun and said, "Hey, this guy wants you on his show."
We're not.
It's my dream.
We're
It's
not
my dream.
fucking. We're
Do
not
this
tight
for
like
me.
that.
Do
We're
this
not
for
tight
me.
like that.
Okay, what?
He's gonna be like, "The fuck are you doing?"
Just please. I'll be cool. I'm not gonna embarrass you. I swear to God. I swear to God.
I'm not doing
Please, dude.
I'm not
Please.
doing that.
I have so much respect for Mr. Beast and Mr. Beast content.
I'm not doing that.
He bought a house for $1 and then he bought a house for $500.
That was brilliant. That said a lot, actually. He was actually talking
Also,
about
what
the
he's
housing
done for
market.
chocolate with the Feastables brand?
Yeah. The new Feastables actually, I hate
The
to admit
peanut
it,
butter?
is-
The peanut butter, I'm telling you, okay?
Hey, are you being for real right now?
I swear to fucking God.
Okay, because I actually do like the peanut butter Feastables.
Someone put me on the Mr. Beast, like I get chocolates. Now they put me on the Mr. Beast wants to send you chocolate
Yeah.
list. And what he's done for chocolate and peanut butter, this is not a paid endorsement, is monumental. Can you please call him? Can you please call him?
No, I'm not
Please,
calling
bro.
him. I'm not
It's
calling
not. I'm not gonna troll. I'm not gonna embarrass you.
him. He's probably in like fucking Zimbabwe right now, building wells or some shit. And he's always doing some shit. He's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you calling me?"
I'm just not famous enough, dude. You're not gonna hit on Mr. Beast.
I'll do it after. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Adam.
All right, because you did that, we're gonna do a new segment.
Okay, let's do it.
I was only gonna bust this out if you disrespected. All right.
Oh no.
So Hasan, you're somewhat of a fashion icon.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show some of your best looks.
Oh, here we go.
And I want to hear like, let's say, you know how like say this is the Admiral. Like give it each a name.
Okay, you
So
got
let's
it.
start off. Bro, look at your face. This is sexy. Okay, so we're going off like this is a classic like Pharrell hat kind of style.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the sunglasses here?
I'm just taking them off. Like,
This
in a
is like,
sexy,
look-
to give like a sexy face. I'm drinking your coffee.
Go ahead. So
I already
here's
know
the
what
here's the
you're gonna
famous
pull out.
one. Here's the famous one.
Oh no.
Here's the famous one. Bro, you're goated. You are goated.
Okay, here.
Okay, so here we go. This is the famous one. You know the jeans don't get enough love in this.
No,
pic.
people shit on the jeans all the time.
What do you mean?
I'm
The
a
shirt
tall,
really
I'm
gets-
a tall boy.
The shirt is kind of like you're doing like a American Idiot Green Day kind of situation.
Yeah. So that was I gotta stop wearing my friend's merchandise. That was a dude who was doing graphic design at the Young Turks at the time.
Bro.
He's an anarchist, and he gave me the shirt to be like, "Hey, can you post this?" And I was like, "Sure." And I thought it was sick.
He's an anarchist.
Yeah.
He's like the Joker. Why don't we get a crib in the fucking hills?
Let's do it. Entourage style. Would you be my E? Is that how that works? Like, what would you be in that
Vince.
group? Like, if I'm the analog
I'd be
from...
Vince, dude. You're fucking Lloyd, bro.
I don't even know what Lloyd is. Which one was Lloyd?
Lloyd's the gay Chinese assistant.
Oh! Yeah, no, that was a great character. I'll take it.
Ari said a lot of things to Lloyd in that show.
Yeah, he really
All
did.
right, so this
that was
one,
probably the most real part about that show.
This one you got killed on. This one.
Okay, let's
You
see
know,
it.
this one you got killed on.
Was Noah Colwyn there? Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's
yeah.
another...
Yeah.
So
it looks
that,
almost like you're being like a little bit.
So that is another fucking like merch thing that they sent me. And I was wearing it, and that lady was like, "Can I have that? Like, can I have that sweater?"
I hope
and
you gave it to her.
I did. No,
Yeah.
I didn't. I was like,
You
no,
said-
I need to
you
take
said,
more photos.
I'm calling the police.
Wait, there's more. Give me another one.
No.
You're
It's too
skipping
many.
that one?
This is my favorite look of yours.
Which one? Okay.
Let's see it right here.
What the fuck is that?
That's you at the.
Who is that guy?
That's you, no?
No.
You agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Put me into it, man. Restart.
Guys, this episode is sponsored by Prize Picks. What is Prize Picks? It's the best place to tell
What
them.
the f-
I'm on.
Thank you. TAFS. And tell them Adam sent you. Thank you. All right. And now back to the show.
Yes, just.
So what do you think, Hasan, let's go back to politics. What do you think, who are you going for in Ukraine? What side are you on that?
I'm on. I'm on nobody's side. I mean, I think Vladimir Putin's bad, and what he did was wrong.
You think Ukraine guys are like pissed at Gaza?
I would be.
They're
if
like,
I was
damn,
in-
they're clout sharked.
They're in a weird predicament because like Zelensky is like super pro-Israel.
He's John Stewart. He's the John Stewart of Ukraine.
That's true. He was. He used to be.
Yeah.
But he's like has to be super pro-Israel because like he's pro-NATO. He's pro like American State Department, right? And that's what the American State Department is signaling, that they're like super pro-Israel. Meanwhile, in the early stages, when Russia was invading Ukraine, Zelensky was like, "Hey, can we get the Iron Dome? Like that would be nice. They're fucking shelling us like nonstop." And Benjamin Netanyahu was like, "Fuck no." He stopped it.
You know all this stuff?
Yeah, it's our tech
You're
as
smart,
Americans. Like it's our tech to give to Ukraine. And Benjamin Netanyahu was like, "Nope."
You know how I feel about Ukraine versus Russia?
How?
Sounds about white, dude.
This.
Not my problem. That is not my problem. So you ever done like celebrity fighting?
I think it's silly.
What, you could just hit like I don't know. Can you admit at this point that when Sam Hyde did that video that it was very funny?
No.
I'm friends with you.
That
was very funny.
I always I had no idea who the fuck this dude was at all. Like,
I'm gonna kill you! He was doing
at the time,
yeah.
I didn't know who this guy was, right? And I'm like, why is this fucking ugly freak like yelling about me all the time? Like I just didn't even know.
You should have hit me up and I would have crafted your response. You gotta do like your own character. Do like an Iron Sheik or something.
The reason why I didn't do that.
Fuck to you, Sam Hyde.
The reason.
Sam Hyde, fuck to you. Yeah.
The reason why I didn't do that.
That's a dub, bro.
Is because I don't fuck with those guys.
I'm not saying you have to go to the celebrity boxing event with KSI and like what.
I mean, that's what he was doing.
Saying,
he was on. I think he was literally on the KSI boxing event.
So I'm not saying you have to do that, but I'm saying like if you're like. If you're responding in earnest, that's a L just for the internet.
But I didn't respond at
Either
all.
you don't say anything, or you do the Iron Sheik style character.
Yeah, that's why I did
where
that.
You're like, Bernie Sanders will fuck your ass, like, and my assistant AOC, the beautiful AOC. You know, you could have we could have written this out. It could have been great.
Well, the reason why I did not respond is literally because I was like, I don't want to fucking be associated with this dude at all.
Let's go back.
To Israel, Palestine.
No, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about like you have to comment on the world all the time, and it's kind of just like the news. I mean, it's
They cut out a part here. I was calling him a pedophile Nazi. For the record, I was like, what I said there was like I didn't know anything about this guy, and then I looked into it, and then I found out he's like a Nazi. And then I looked into it a little bit further, and I found out he was a pedophile. Pick a fucking struggle. I was like, I don't want to even be remotely associated with this dude. I'm just never gonna fucking talk about this guy ever.
It's kind of at a certain point. It's like it kind of just it stinks.
Yeah.
The news stinks.
The way I see it,
People say he should have fought him, but like, I don't want to be around this guy. You know what I mean? Like.
it is if I'm gonna be serious. The way I see it is if I get like, I don't know.
Can you please just humiliate the pedo-Nazi via combat like a man, please? Like, this is what I mean. People go afraid much. Yeah, no, dude. I don't want to be around this person or any of his fucking freak-like fans, including yourself. If you put yourself out there on the map as a guy who is unironically a fan of the most washed pedophile neo-Nazi, you are, I don't want to be around you, you know? You're gross. Like, he is the type of dude that you don't want to be around even for like violent purposes. You know what I mean? Well, you are as well, most likely. Yeah. Why the fuck would I interact with him for content?
I don't know, 100 people to join a union. Or Hamas.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like a union. If I get 100 people to join a union,
watching.
if I get 100 people to join a union, if I get 100 people to like engage in local organizing, or to even like run for local office, or you know, we saw this with the student protests at all the campuses. Like, I went to the UCLA encampment, and everybody, like, so many people.
All right, why don't you just glorify 9/11 again? Sure. Okay. I will.
People came up and were like, dude,
Brilliant argument. Brilliant counter, man.
you know, I can't believe you're here. Like, you played a big role.
Remember, I always think about, I think it was Will Menaker who said this, where it's like conservatives can't make a joke because they get too angry in the process and just start saying whatever comes to their mind. And this is literally an example of this. Like, this guy wants to be funny, okay? He wants to, I guess, defend he wants to defend his status as a loyal soldier, okay? But because he got too angry in the process, like, he couldn't make like a funny joke, and instead just went, "Oh, why don't you glorify 9/11 again, douchebag? Oh, fuck you. Came after my Sam Hyde. Why don't you glorify 9/11? Okay, man. Yeah, all right.
Organizers that were basically putting the entire encampment together, they were saying, like, you got me started on this journey. Like, I joined SJP because of you. And to me, that's Students for Justice in Palestine.
Yeah.
So for me, that's why
Sarah
I
Jessica
do it.
Parker, I thought.
Yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker. That's what he was saying.
I joined Sarah Jessica.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
But like,
you were saying something
but that is
important
the overall reason. Like, there's a lot of ups
You're saying
and
if I could
downs.
change.
I hate you both, but Sam is objectively funnier. Yeah, of course you do, dude. Like, of course you think he is, because you like that he's a Nazi and a pedophile. We know that. You don't have to repeat it. Like, we know, man. Also, admitting that in 2025 is somehow even sadder than admitting that when he at least had like a fucking Adult Swim show that he lost because he couldn't stop himself from saying the N-word over and over again, or I don't know, giving money to a neo-Nazis like legal defense fund. It's just, this is the saddest moment to say that out loud, you know? Like, genuinely.
One life.
I mean, if I can get more people to pay attention to this sort of stuff and to make a big fuss about it, hopefully, I think there will be a snowball effect, and it will get others motivated, and it'll give courage to others to also go out and speak out on these injustices. Can I pee? Am I allowed? What? In your mouth?
How long have we done?
I'm gonna keep going. I just need to pee real quick. I've been holding it and I've been fidgeting a lot.
All right, go. Keep the mic on though.
I will keep the mic on.
I want to hear.
Where's
this.
the bathroom?
Good question. Where is it?
Left and left. You
No.
can just no, Hasan. It's pussy to take the key. Just shoulder into
Okay,
the
I'll
door.
shoulder it.
I mean it, dude.
I'll keep the key and
Too late
shoulder
into
it.
the door.
Where is it? All the way to the left?
Left and left.
End of the hall.
You need an anti-Semite? Did my dad's gonna get mad at me? I have to pee too, actually.
He said, "Do you think my dad is gonna get mad?" I kept it on. I kept it on. I didn't think they would. Okay, they extended this. I didn't piss for this long. Okay, this is fake. This is not real. This is not real. No! No! That's crazy. That's crazy.
Can you please call Mr. Beast?
No. I refuse.
Why?
Because I don't know what the fuck he's up to.
Okay,
I don't wanna
take
bother
your
him.
phone, take a pic, and just text it to him. If you're not gonna call him, just take a pic of me.
I'm gonna take a pic of you. I'm gonna text it to him.
Do you have him saved as Mr. First Name Beast last name?
What do I have him saved as? Let's see. I have him as Jimmy Mr. Beast Donaldson.
He's gonna be
Okay.
the president. Can I see the pic? You sent it.
I'm about to send it to him.
No, that looks whack.
I'm
Do
sending
a
it.
sicker
I'm
one.
sending it. It's too
no,
late.
No, do a sicker one, dude. Send it. Send
This
him
guy wants you
Please send Mr.
on
Beast this.
his show
Please send.
in New York.
Please send Mr.
He's gonna
Beast this.
delete my note. He's gonna block me.
Jimmy.
There, I'm gonna get your shoes in there too.
So Hasan, you want to ask me a question?
I do, but I don't. You're not gonna.
Just ask me.
No,
Why?
I'm not asking.
Why
it.
are you being all shy like that?
Well, it's not shy. It's just
You're,
like,
like,
I don't know
giggling.
if you'll cut it.
Okay, ask the question.
Okay. What's the deal with the Red Scare girls?
All right, Hasan Piker, everyone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What a great way to end it. That was funny, man. That was good. Been waiting for this so long. I'm not gay anymore. Now this is an episode to briefly stop kissing my boyfriend and watch. Jewish-Turkish relations improved. Did he answer that? We want the cut details. No, he didn't. Why would I tell you even if he did? You know what I'm saying? Let's refresh. Let's see. Let's see what the people are saying. This was my GTA 6. It's nice to have a Republican voice on the show for a change. The gayest episode yet. The I will hide you is crazy, Lamont. The gayest episode yet, finally. How you gonna be socialist if you ain't in society? Is this the gay left? Says he dislikes Israel, then proceeds to take my $20 and leaves for 3 months. You're a freak for keeping the mic on? I thought they would have cut it, dude. Why? How could I have foreseen them keeping it in? I also feel like we talked for a lot longer, so I guess that was the most workable parts. But like I said, it's hard to, what is this? Congratulations on your engagement, Adam. After all the bullshit you've been throughout the years, I'm happy to see you finally found a woman that loves you for who you are and is committed to you until the end. I wish nothing but happiness for both of you. I just hope Trump doesn't outlaw lesbian marriage before you can make it official. Hasan is my favorite Jewish streamer. That's what someone said. So like I was saying, it was hard. I think it was like hard to make it work because it's like I know I'm in on the bit, you know what I mean? But someone of my position shouldn't be in on the bit, shouldn't know Adam, and it would be way funnier if I was playing the straight man. Does that make sense?